Hello on this beautiful day. Welcome to or welcome back to Equalize Sound and Auto Repair. This is Chris back with another video for you guys. Today I'm working on a Scion XB 2006 and I'm getting ready to replace the alternator. I have looked on YouTube and there are a few ways to do this, and looking at the videos you can remove the motor mount, jack up the motor a little bit to get to the screw, but the screws and stuff are pretty easy to release, mostly 10 millimeters. So yeah, you got a few here and there to scatter out, and you're gonna have to replace, get to it. All right, so just to make it easier, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove the headlight, going to remove the bumper here, the front grille, and while I'm talking, I'm going to do that as well. And hopefully it's a good view on the camera where I'm going at. So you have here inside of the grill, let's just move this for a second. All right, so remove this here. You have a 10 millimeter there. Skip this. You have a pull clamp right there, one here, go over, and you have a 10 millimeter there, and then you have this one here and this one here and a 10 here. That I'm going to remove this cross beam just to make it easier, and I'm going to remove the headlight as well. So let's get started. Grill, and I use a pick sometimes just to touch this stuff. It does that plastic, so I bought some extra of these just for that purpose in case that happened. And let's get her up. There we go. And that's one that didn't break, so that's great. All right, let's get our good old Milwaukee. Make sure it's going left. All right, so we got that loose. We got another one in the middle that I didn't see, so that'll be right here. So let's get that one too. And sometimes these clips are facing the wrong way, like this one is, so just kind of be careful. You might break a clip or something like that. They're not too bad at AutoZone. Well, just say they are bad because you only get 6 for like $7 or whatever it used to be. Not sure now after COVID, everything is skyrocketed. But you can get a whole bag of these guys on Amazon, maybe $10 to $20 depending on the count. So that'll be the best bet. Let's get all these guys out. We got a little leeway here. And let's see. Nope, you don't have to remove those bolts. That's to the bumper. So we're just gonna slide this up. Slides up with these clips right here on the side. Slides right up and out. And this is gonna allow me to get better access to that alternator. So let's put these parts somewhere where they're safe. All right, so now let's remove these 10 millimeters for the headlight. And this is my first time working on one of these, and bear with me because I'm learning on the way. But I've watched videos and these are not 10 millimeters unless this is, must be 8s. Let's see. Unless I got a bigger socket. Let's see what this one is. Might be an 11 that I grabbed. And yes it is. So I grabbed the 11 and verification that it is a 10. Yep, 10 millimeter. So I'm doing this job. The car stopped on my daughter on the road. So get there, do my test. The battery's only reading 12 volts. Got it jumped. Still reading only 12 volts. So let you know that the alternator is dead. I'm not sure if I have to remove the bumper to get this headlight out, and it looks like I might have to. So let's start doing that. All right, so we got those two out, and let's start trying to get this bumper off here. So we got a 10 here and a 10 here. Not sure if that's on camera. I hope so. switch to the heavy duty Milwaukee. This one's 60 foot-pounds versus the 35 foot-pounds, so hopefully this will back out all the way. Alright, that's one for the bumper. Let's move those over there, and these are different than the other ones. These are a lot thicker thread up here at the top, and these are a lot thinner of a thread, and that's the bumper. Okay. Alright, got that one out, and we have some clamps here. We got one here. I was hoping I didn't have to, but that must be a clamp up under that headlight there. And let me get another magnet mat. Well, here's one here. Just use this one. Alright. Got that, got that. Let's pop this one up. Got that one up and out. That one was nice to me, which is always a good thing, to be nice to things and people. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got a little flex. And it looks like we have, let's see, bumper here. Alright, so the bumper's pretty loose. I got something going on over here. About to pause video. I'll show you what I do as far as getting this bumper out here in a bit. So let me find these screws and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back after further investigation. It's not that bad after all to get this bumper off. I'm gonna lift it up and kind of wiggle it. Let's see. So it didn't have an extra screw in there. It's a little hidden lift clamp. Let's see if I can do it again. There we go. So just wiggle it up, go to the other side. It has two screws over here, but sometimes they break. We got one that sits right here, and this one has snapped on us right here. Not from today, but previous. It's an old vehicle, and it's the same setup on the other side. So tilt this a little bit. Let's go over here and do the same thing. But I figured it'd be easier to do this. It's not a real large bumper. It doesn't have a lot of clips, so yeah. It's a lot easier to do it this way. Not to do the motor jack up and stuff like that, but I find this one to be a lot easier to do it this way. And it fell back in on me. Let's give it some wiggle. There we go. And it does have some screws at the bottom here. As you can see, through time, stuff cracks and breaks. So we got this piece down here. It's got a little crack in it. I believe that is a 10 millimeter as well. So I'm gonna probably use some zip ties or something like that right there. Zip ties are very strong and they don't rust. So ain't no sense of taking that out. This is only holding on. If you can see, it's only holding on by a little bit. So I'm just gonna take that on off here with some pliers. Just because it's going to eventually come off, so let's just pull it on off. There we go. This side is still intact, so let me get my 10 millimeter for that side. Let's go over here and disconnect this one. Hopefully it'll break free. Real rusty. Not quite yet. And well, this one is attached, but it looks like it's gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear this piece out. See, it just came off. And we got a couple in the middle. So I'm about to lift this back up. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 2 in the middle there underneath. 3. So we're gonna go through there, get those 3 out. 1, 2, 3 over there. So let me lift this bumper up. Like I said, it's my first time. All this is plastic, so just be careful. And let's just sit like that for a hot second. But I figured I'd go ahead and do the procedure. Versus just showing you where stuff is. Alright, let's get all our screws. Put those there for a minute. Drop them in the magnet bowl. And this and this bumper is gonna save you some time. Reason why I say that is because we got any more? Yeah, we got one hiding on me. It's gonna save you time because it's very low. Some people jack the motor up, but just to have better access. So you don't want to work hard, smarter not harder. So that's what I live by. So especially when you know you might have some issues, and this is my first time working on one of these. And this one looks like a pop clip. And let's see. We got one more. Yeah, this one is a pop clip pin. No screw. And yeah, got 2 pop ends right here. One on this side, one on that side. So let me pop those out. I think I'm about to squeeze and pull. So get this off, remove the bumper, and I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you guys, since I like everybody to see. Still on the bumper down here. These right here, let's see if I can get a better shot. Right here are shaped like a cube. So you're gonna pop it in when you're back and twist it a little bit, and that's how it sets in. So you twist it back like this, and then I took some needle nose pliers and went here and just popped it out that way. So let me get the other side off, be right back. Just figured I'd show you guys. All right, so we back. We're gonna remove this 10mm for the headlight. All right. Now this headlight should come right out, unless it's another screw, and it just might be. Let's see. Doesn't hurt. Like I said, it's my first one. All right, so this here pops out, and we got one right here. This guy right here. Hopefully that's good on the camera. Yep, right there. So let's get him out. Glad I investigate. If it don't come out, then don't make it come out. Just keep looking for screws. But yeah, the car stopped on the highway. Well, after she got off the highway on the side of the road, and they quoted us. I was trying to do the math between the tow truck. Everybody was going from 120 was the cheapest, all the way up to $200 to tow this guy. So I figured I'd get it home and start discombobulating this guy, because I was doing the math between that and the location where I was at on how much it would cost for the repair, which would have been if it was around $200, $230, I would have went with it. But they were quoting me for this job $530, and that was not including the tow. So this wasn't connected. I'm trying to check and make sure we're good. So wiggle, move stuff just to see before you break stuff. And I might have another screw somewhere. So let's see, maybe not. I think this pops up right here. It's a little tight. There we go. Yep, so it's a little tight right there. Show you that spot real quick. Right here, it just popped up against the rust and stuff. Same thing with this side. So let's put this back in a good position. Let's slide out this headlight. Yay! All right, so you got your turn signal light over here. Push them in. And remember, all this stuff It's dusty, dirty, and if they never came out, I'm hoping I can push this in and pull. There we go. Let's do this side. I think this is just one of the styles that just pulls straight out. Let's see, let's wiggle it. Yep, pull straight out. All right, so I'll clean that up. Still got some dielectric grease on there, which is great. Headlight out the way. And I think we're gonna move this guy too. So let's start disconnecting everything. Headlight wires, I'm not sure what this was. I'll investigate that in here in a little bit, but it wasn't here. And yeah, let's see if this is, pop this out here. Let's disconnect this guy here. Right here, let's push and pull. There we go. Let's see, this connects there. So is there any fluid? No fluid. So let's see if we can twist this guy off. There we go. Got one side. Don't have to do this, but I'm going to sit it out the way. So let's wiggle it. And if it doesn't come, we'll wait till we move it. This is a 10 millimeter here. Let's get that on out of there. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but I'm more comfortable doing this because I feel comfortable doing it and it's not that hard. So just to make sure you don't break anything, works slow. So I'm in here, try to back her up, screwdriver. Just a rubber hose and they get stiff as well through time. And I'm just trying to back her up without ripping it at the tip. There we go, starting to slide. There we go. Got that out, got this out. Should pop right up. And if it doesn't, it's another screw somewhere. So let's see. Investigation, come on. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it just pops up. So let's wiggle it. Yep. Rocks in or pops in. Let's wiggle it. And let's see. Nope. One more screw. Yep, one more screw on the inside. So it's good to always move and wiggle. I'm using a 12 point just because of the location where all these screws and stuff are hidden. Let's see if I can get it on there. And if I can't, I'm going to need a longer extension, which looks like I am. So let's get a longer extension. And this guy should be able to get in there. Let's get in there, excuse my head. And after this one, it should come on out. That should be enough. Yep. Everything in the magnet tray. It's quite a lot of 10 millimeters. So you got a clamp right here on the back. It's a hook up and over. And you have one here. And you have your windshield washer box out the way. All right, I'm glad there wasn't any fluid in there. So now you can see your alternator and everything is a lot easier to see. Yay. All right, so we should be able to get a 14, looks like a 14. And let me get this camera so you guys can see better. All right, pop this on up and out. All right, so this is a rock forward tensioner on this. So you got this bracket here you're gonna have to remove. And then you have your 14, I do believe. I'll verify that in a minute. So let's get started. These look like 10s or 13. Not quite sure yet, but let me get that, verify that, be right back. All right, so we back. And I've confirmed that these two are 12 millimeters and that is a 14 down there. I'm using a long extension 3/8 ratchet. Hopefully you have one. If not, you might need a regular crescent wrench or ratcheting wrench to get down here to this bolt that's straight up under here to this alternator. Let me see if I can get a better shine for you guys on that. Right down there. So let's get this back on there. I broke her free. You're not gonna be able to see. Let's see if I can help. So let's get in there right there. So I'm cranking, got her loose. This is a 6-point wish I had a 12. Well, I do, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't strip this or mess it up. So she's broke free. All right, let's come back up here. Sit that there for you guys. Hopefully that's good. All right, so let's get these 12s out. Already got them loose. Hopefully we can use Mr. Milwaukee and get them out. And I use a 3-inch extension to get to that, just to help for more clearance, because it's kind of tight and you don't have to, but this line here, it's a 10 millimeter, so I just loosened it up just to give me a little more wiggle room. So let's get in here and we should be able to rock this guy here in a minute. Forgot to put my 3-inch extension back on after talking about it. Got one, and if you can't get them all loose, stop. Okay, that's soft. And the one in the back, it is a nut, and the one in the front should be a screw. Looks like it. Yes, it is. And it's pretty long, so I'm gonna sit this up here so I don't get them mixed up. I already know it's only one nut that came off. This bracket should come off now. While I'm in here, we're gonna replace a serpentine belt, and I recommend you do the same. This one's been squeaking for a while, and we should be able to move this alternator now. Let's see. Yep, got her broke free. All right, so now we're gonna come over here, and we got our wires. Let me get some more light for you guys. Bam, I started to remove this cross beam here, but didn't have to. Everything's pretty much 10 millimeter. So let's get this serpentine belt off, rock her back, and let me look at this route. And this is only going around, looks like the AC compressor and the alternator and the crank shaft down there, the crank pulley. So it's only 3 on this belt. All right, so that's great. I'm gonna get a new one of these guys. Let me rock her forward a little bit, so I can scoot it to the side like that. Yeah, so we're almost done. Let's bring this a little closer and raise it up. Not really worried about the time frame on the video. I just wanted it to be a good video for everyone to see, because $530 is pretty bad. All right, so pretty expensive. So let's go in here, start discombobulating things. All right, so we got our push down there. I'm gonna probably pull this up and then pop it over, but let me wiggle this out, see if I can pop it up with something real quick. Grab a screwdriver. And if not, I'm gonna cut it and use a zip tie, because this is pretty much all it is, a zip tie in this spot. All right, grab some pliers. And I do not like to struggle, so anything to make the job easier. So there we go. She's coming, she's coming. There we go. Got her out the pop spot there. And I'm gonna work this alternator out, but before I do that, let's get all these clips that we need to move. There's another one right here. And they'd be on there for a while. Come on, baby. All right, let's give it a little assist with the screwdriver. Squeeze and push. Come on, little buddy. I feel it clicking. Let's see if I can pry it a little more. There we go, felt it. Come back up and try to grab it with this hand. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And you have been on there, my friend. Lordy, lordy, lordy. All right, let's try to pry this a little bit. Okay, let me pry this out. Be right back. All right, so I'm back. I ended up having to use some PB blaster on that, so I wouldn't crack it or break it, but after that, hold on, it slid off. So let's wiggle her up. We need this one to get the new one. I'm trying to wiggle it up so I can flip her to the side. And it looks like we got another little clip thingy there. Yeah, all these little plastic clip tabs. All right, get some pliers for that. Almost. Hopefully I can do it without having to pause it again. But need all these wires to be free. If I can pull it, that'd be great. There we go. Got him out. Alright, so see if we can get this alternator up and out. It's loose. So let's see if I can squeeze this now. Nope, not quite. Alright, so let me keep wiggling her. So what you do is just keep wiggling her like that. Come on, baby. All right, so let me wiggle this out. You might need a pry bar or something. Probably gonna get one just in case. Try to get it on camera. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Can't get it out without moving that 14 out the way. So, all right, see you later. Have a good day. Let's drop this down so we can get this 14 out. It's not coming out without that guy. And that's the one they said that's a pain in the butt because it gets stuck somewhere over here and you might have to jack it up, but let's see what we got to do. Hopefully we don't have to. See if I can get something in there on it. If this wasn't in the way, that'd be great. But let's see. I wonder how long it is. It's got a push tab on the inside. That's for the airbag. Okay, so let me push this and pry this. And I do believe I'll have access to that 14. It's a bracket right here that shouldn't even have to be there. It sucks, but I guess it's for this airbag sensor to sit there. So let's start backing it out. Let's quit talking. So let me get this 14 out of there. All right, about to back that out. Be right back, show you what I did. All right, so I was able to get that clip off. I got a 6-inch extension and a 14 right there. And let's start cranking. And I think that's it. And we didn't have to jack up or take the motor mount off. So let's move this up a little bit and it should slide right out. And we're bumping up against something to bracket a little bit. Since we are, might have to do that little jack up thing. Let's see if we can wiggle her. Because she's halfway out now. And it's almost over this bracket piece. So I might have to jack it up a little bit. Actually, let's see. Without moving the motor mount, if it'll jack up a little bit. So let's see. We only need like a few millimeters. Let's find the oil pan and see what we can get. And hopefully we don't. Let's take a peek while I'm doing it. And looks like we might have to. So, darn it. Okay, we're gonna take this motor mount off just a little bit. We're not gonna take it all the way out. I'm just gonna back up the bolts a little bit. Yeah, and I believe those are 15, so you got one here, one in the middle, and one on the other side over here, straight down there. So let me loosen those up just to get them up high enough, and let me support the bottom a little bit, but It's always just this little bitty stuff like this. And I wish I could just come out with it. And whoever put this there, I guess this airbag sensor is just, I might be able to work it. Let's see if I can work the alternator a little bit. And if it's longer than a couple seconds, actually I might be able to work it back. Let's see. Nope, still in the same predicament. All right, so let's see, 15s it is. All right, so let me loosen those up and I'll be right back when I jack up the motor a little bit. Okay, so after further investigation, this is a 14 millimeter. 14 for the motor mounts. And I'm just going just enough to jack it up to get that bolt out. And let's come to the top one here. Hopefully that's enough. Let's see what we get with this bolt. We're on the, make sure we're on there, on the pan. All right, let's see if we get a little bit of height for this bolt. And not quite. Yep, there we go. We're starting to move. Okay, so let me bring it back up some more. Let her down some. There we go. And we just need just enough. You don't have to take it all the way out. This is the tight one. Okay, one more on this. All right, let's try it again. More, not quite. A little bit more. Then I can go to AutoZone. But yeah, you're gonna do the same process in reverse. All right, let's see if that's enough to get this clear. Almost, come on, baby, come on. Almost there. And it's good to take your time. I could have removed this whole thing, but you don't need to. Why? And we're almost there on the clearance height. And let's lower it down a little bit. Right there. I could have just backed it all the way out, but figure why. Okay, so that one's real loose. All right, let's get her up. And what we have stopping us, this guy right here. And let's just double. Let's see what we get. Yay! Got her out. All right. Didn't have to take it all the way out. So let's rock her and get her up and out. Might need the breaker bar, but hopefully not. It's coming, but that way I can flip this alternator over. The wires out. Let me get my crowbar, my breaker bar. It's right here. Oh, that was one of the screws. It's okay though. Should have just popped him all the way out. Let's see. Nope, no damage or anything. So motor mount's up. So just say movie motor mount. So we'll line that up when we go back in. All right. Let's try to pry it from this side here. It's been in there forever. There we go. We're getting some progress. Back this way. I'll lift it a little bit. But yeah, work this guy out. And that's it. Oh, gotta get a sensor. That's my bad. Darn it. Okay, I'll go get that sensor too. Come on, baby. Almost there. Alright, so let me get this out. Be right back. Alright, after a bunch of wiggles and pulls, I was able to get her up. I got to replace that sensor that I cracked up there. So I'll take it out as well. It has, looks like two 10 millimeters. Nope, just one 10 millimeters. So I'll get that. And this vehicle has no oil in it right now. So let's flip this on around. I'll clip this. So, got your alternator wire there. Come over here now, so hands are free. Push this in, slide it out. Some of these usually push in on the sides, or I usually twist them if it has a push spot. And don't look like it does. Let me get a screwdriver to pop this up. Nope, we don't want it to move. Okay, I gotta pop that off. Be right back. And if you don't know, before you do any of this, always remove this negative. You can remove the positive, but at least remove the negative, and you should be okay. This is a 10 millimeter too. There we go, got it broke free. Get my magnet bowl. This might fall, but I usually collect these alternator bolts. Let's get a magneto. Yay, we got it. All right, so now that we got all the screws out, let's get this guy off. And we can pull it out. And I'll put that plastic cover piece back on later. And we should be able to pull it right out now. Set this over here for a moment. All right. And we're gonna bring it this way. We got plenty of looseness, so let's pull it up, around, and let's wiggle her on up and out. Keep spinning it. All right, and there we are. We have the alternator. Not really hard, but some of the stuff was tedious. You see I broke something, so I'm about to go get that sensor. Got to look it up to see which one it is. But yeah, my first time doing one of these guys, and I hope this video helps you out. A lot of people don't do the full video, they'll cut it. So I like to show the struggles and everything that we have on doing this work. But yeah, this is Sound and Auto Repair, and to get this out of you guys' face. I hope this helps. Please look up other videos. Everybody has something to bring to the table. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and if you don't, that's fine as well. But hopefully it helps you even if you don't like and subscribe. But yeah, Equalize Sound and Auto Repair. Follow this process in reverse and take your time. But until the next video, hopefully this helped you. I'm out.